Just wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk to you about how you know that a word is from the Lord, or if it's from your own spirit, or if it's from the enemy. And generally I have a simple test for that, okay? First of all, let's say there's a couple different things that you can do to understand if it's actually a God word. When you receive the word, does it line up with Scripture? So, you know, you got this destiny in store. Is it something that looks like a call that could come out of the Scripture? Secondly, when God speaks, it comes with like a weighty peace, a joy. You know what I mean? When God speaks about what He has in store for my life, it actually brings like a real peace in my heart. Even if I did not expect Him to speak a certain thing over my life, when I come into agreement with it, there's joy. I may have plans to do this, that, and everything else, but when God says, I don't want you to do that, and I come into agreement with it and stop those plans, I find that I get a great peace in my heart. So I actually measure whether or not something is from the Lord by the actual emotional state that I'm in. So if I have peace, if I have joy, then I'm okay. If it's causing stress, anxiety, I know people who for years they are like stressing over this prophetic word that they got, and they're trying to make it happen, and it makes them all unhappy every time they think about it. Well, I would question whether that was actually from the Lord. I wouldn't just accept that as being from God, because if it's causing you stress, I don't think that would be from the Lord. You know what I mean? There's one thing to actually, when you're in the moment trying to do what God's calling you to do, and you feel a little bit of frustration or something else, but inside there should be peace and there should be joy. So you need to measure that. I know people who get words all the time, even about like spouses or something like that, and they have so much turmoil in their heart, and I'm just like, stop worrying about it. Stop trying to figure out. Stop trying to make things happen. There are other people who are like, what is my ministry? What is my call? Listen, your call is just to be yourself in the community that God has put you in. I hear other people, I'm looking for a pulpit, or I'm looking for this and that. Well, just start doing stuff on social media. Just pick up a cup and serve the poor. Let's go to your street and feed people on the street. Just go do something. You don't have to make a big thing of it. You don't need to go to Bible school to serve the sick. Just go into the hospitals. I have friends, all they do is go into the hospitals, pray for the sick, and the sick are healed. If you can do that, you can do it. You can do what God's called you to do. He's called us to heal the sick, to deliver people from demons, to raise the dead. So that is what we're called to do. Listen, He'll give you strategy. Just wait on the Lord. Just continue to wait in His presence, and as you do, His strategy will come. Okay? And so essentially, if it's an enemy, a word from the enemy, it's often going to frustrate you, make you afraid, scared. So some people get these words and they get terrified. Well, I would question the source. If it's that kind of terror that comes when you hear it, I'd question the source. So, and also there's a lot of things that we think are God's will, but they're really just fabrications of our own mind. So we really need, in that moment, to actually have more than one confirmation. And I also, when it's a big thing, will go to people that I'm accountable to and ask them what they think. And generally, if they have peace, to me, that's a sign that I am walking in what God has called me to do. So it's accountability, it's the feeling of God, it's the biblical, does it line up with Scripture? Those kind of things are tests, really, to identify whether or not a word is from God. Anyway, I hope that helps. God bless you. Check us out at youcanprophesy.org. This is Darren Canning. Till next time, bless you.